Okay, so basic knowledge of Mexico's Dirty War or the Mexican Dirty War from 1968 to 1982 till the early 80s. So late 60s, early 80s, a little bit over 20, a little bit under 20 years, right? Was a time known as the Dirty War. Mexican authorities forcibly disappeared more than 1,200 people, usually because the state perceived them as a threat. Decades later, prosecutors have closed investigation into many of these disappearances without any prosecution or accountability. Now, how did all this come to be? How did this all come to light? Well, it came to light because a military pilot talked about it. He was one of the pilots that was involved with the program. Outside the country, the conflict remains less well known than the Cold War repression seen elsewhere in Latin America. But Mexico's conflict was equally brutal, with the army fighting left wing insurgents in rural areas, while the forces of the ruling Institutional Revolutionary Party sought to subdue dissent in the cities through arrests, torture, and killings. So, political parties waging war, and Mexico said, you know what? Y'all don't need to be talking anymore. So what happened? They made him disappear. Now, this podcast is all about bringing to light true crime, paranormal activity, and things like that that have happened in Latin America, not just Mexico. We go over stuff over Mexico, Portugal, Spain. We had someone on the show from El Salvador. Recap: Mexico's Dirty War involved a number of different groups fighting the government. The groups that took part in the war included the Institutional Revolutionary Party, Mexico's PRI, El PRI, ruled government backed by the United States against left-wing guerrilla crowds, Christian socialists, and rebellious students. How long did it last? From 68 to 82? And over 1,200 people were forcibly disappeared.